What is going on, me old gaming darlings? This is RioGamer88 coming to you with another gaming content. Of course, we are continuing on through with Silent Hill F. Now, last time we touched base through after fighting through the monster version of Rinko, and that was one hellish of a fight. And I do think we stood a chance after the amount of bandages and first aid kits that we had to use. But it was a good thing that we stocked up on them. Well, once you ploughed on through, you then, of course, catch up through with Junko, which she is not... Well, Hinako is not the only one wearing the mask. As you could tell with Junko, she had a bit of a mask as well. But in her case, she was like a bird. Now, there's no physical reason as to why that is, and it'll probably be explained later on in the game. But however, once the conversation had finished with Junko, you then of course get an alarming phone call from Shu, and something has gone bad with Shu and Rinko, and we believed that that the phone call was coming from actually your house. So of course we're then having to task to be able to fight through Ebisugaoka town, and it's no easy task, because the what they call, I think it was a higanbana. Higanbana, that's the Japanese word for red spider lily. That is the name, the actual name of the plant that the monstrous plant that I have been calling so wrongly for so many times, and I've just only found out that that was the actual name of it, is a higanbana, or we can call it the red spider lily, whichever to your preference. So of course we managed to get through the town after plowing through from some difficulty of these monsters. So if you do have the heavy weapons on you, do reserve them through. But before I cut off from the last episode, there was a particular building to the right of Hinako's house that looked like you can access through. So before we actually go into Hinako's house, I think it's safe that we should go to that house first on the right to make sure that we're not missing anything. And if there's a few pickups along the way, it'd be wise to get them first before we cut into anything else. So I think things are going to get more serious. But anyways, me old gaming darlings, less waffling and more gaming. But before I start going on through in the game, I would like to read out this warning of nature in all respects to anyone who is about to still continue watching through the whole gameplay through. That this game does, of course, contain a variety of sensitive topics in regards to nudity, drug use, disembodied intense gore, and of course child abuse as well. It also, just to be very clear, that based on the 1940s through to the 1970s, that there was a lot of empowerment on women in Japanese culture. This is not personal opinion, and this is in the fact of in light of Japanese culture on that sector. If these kind of experiences are not to your liking, and you are not in for the pure suspense and horror that's involved in the game, then please turn away and avoid continuing through this video. Thank you very much for your time, everyone, and I'll start away with the gaming, me old darlings. So of course, as you can see on the map, that we're not actually that far off, but if we continued going south over here, we might as well do a little bit of exploring around here as well, just to be on the safe side that we're not missing anything out. Because then, if we do manage to pick up anything rare, we can go back to the Hodora, and I've just realised there's a monster straight ahead. And then, of course, turning it into 5 points or whichever, and we should be able to make some good progress depending on the outcome. I think we should go through this stairwell here. And wouldn't you know it? I thought I hit you first. Come on. Wow. That was complete irresponsible. Don't ever do that again. Looks like there's more red pills over here. Before we try going inside, let's just check further south, down south. So of course, let's let that one go so that we can concentrate on getting rid of that monster over there. It's quick to walk away though. Well, he's dead, so you can't really complain that much. You've got one heavy knife and a kitchen knife. Sit with the kitchen knife for now so that you can reserve the well, it looks like they've got all these different health items, like red pills or ramenes or even first aid kits. Just need to be a little bit more prepared if there's any heavy duty enemies over there. I don't think there will be, and I could contradict myself, but I think there might be a couple more enemies. Oh, if ever you wanted an extra heavy weapon, there's a Sledge Hammer right here. More red pills. And chocolate. Oh, happy days! Get to the back village around where I am. I'll show you on the map, and you will find an Emma right there. You're going to need it. But a shortcut has been taken up, so we must remember when we get to our Hodora. Whoa! No, 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 no! That was uncalled for, and I did contradict myself. What sort of gamer does that? Probably quite a few, to be fair. Oh, we've got to run and dodge. Sorry, but I'm not wasting my time with him. Oh, they really have put the enemies out on here. Yeah, if you are being really brave, by all means fight them, but I truly recommend there's no point in fighting them. You ain't going to get any extra scenes out of it. Unless you've, well, just be prepared for what could happen. Did we come through this way? Something else is nearby. Oh my god! Well, he went quick. Thank you, kitchen knife. Guaranteed that's going to come up. Depending on what's it going to get triggered up. I think I'm going to have to swap for a heavy weapon. Because that's not going to happen. I'm not going to die for that. Don't think there was anything else around here. No. I think the only part of the map that we couldn't get to at the start of the game was the mountain mudslide, and it made it look like that you could go up there. I could be wrong. By all means, I could be. Oh, nothing around here. What's inside here? That would come in handy. Research notes on Kakura Makakura. There exists a wondrous medicine that a Bataran missionary is said to have brought to Nagasaki during the Tensho era, circa of 1580 AD. It was a drug used during mediation by individuals to speak with their inner selves. It is said that through the power of this medicine, individuals became able to delve into their innermost selves. Everyone possesses an inner you, and inside that inner you is another inner you, and inside that inner you. This endlessly repeating chain was named Kakura Makakura, a term from an old Nagasaki dialect referring to nesting structures. It's a rather interesting twist. Don't think we could go for up here. No, because that was all blocked off. So oh, that all is free on that part. Yeah, there's nothing going to jump out here. Thank goodness for that. So we need to. Well, if we can't. No, we've already been through here. So we need to go back up this hill. Because I think that was the same garden path that we did from down here. That's right. That looks openable, but should there be anything around outside? That's the question. And yes, even more red capsules. There was nothing back here. But it's stuck open, so we can't go in. But we've got that thing right there. Can't get any closer when he's that violent. Wow. Didn't think kitchen knives could be that deadly. Or supposedly not. I know what you're thinking, but no, I'm not wasting a toolkit on a kitchen knife. Maybe I should. My God, what's happened to the Hinako-sama? Or did I get that bit wrong? Anyways, we need to go over to the Hodora very soon. Because in all aspects, eight, 16, 24. We could go for this. Or do we go for... I think for the sake of it, I know you're not going to like this, people, but I think I'm going to go for all three. Keep the chocolate. So I don't think you can even get any health points for that. No, I'm going to stick to my word and we're going to go for the increase. And it looks like we've completely maxed out our faith. So, let's go to our Omamori. So we've got the whale. We've got the wolf. What do we go for here? Blessed hand mirror. Peony. Oh my plum. Crow would be more beneficiary. Slightly restores health after defeating an enemy. Hawk. Omamori clam. Suzerain. Wolf. That's what we actually have. Rain decreases the amount of stamina but consumed when sprinting in fights. I think we're going to go for Crow. Because it stops us from having to use it saves us through with the red capsule and first aid consumptions, as well as the bandages as well. So I don't think we have enough. No, we definitely don't. Kusanodai Dai Nichome. Ni stands for number 2. I've just already done that. Right. Let's get cracking. By the way, guys, I hope you've been enjoying the Silent Hill videos, and if you are, do leave comments. And of course, your feedback is most appreciated because it helps through on delivering feedback, positive outcomes of your comments as well. So I do like to hear your thoughts and opinions of the matter too. There's bandage here. Up ahead. Oh, here we go. Let's get ready. Well, is it down? It is now. Is it down? It is now. Thank goodness we did pick up that bandage. I don't think there's anything more that we could pick up around the back here. No, that's all called off. Christ, we would have struggled with him if we'd not fight the other monster. He's gone down. But right now. Now, before we actually go in, try and make sure that you do not miss any side items around, because you might find the odd dropping, like a bandage that I've just picked up here. Oh, what is that? Horrible itchy feeling. Still nothing up ahead. Oh. Left ear's been a little bit itchy. Don't think there's anything else. You still can't go for up there. Well, now's the time to go into the house. Check around the household before you progress through. I can only really ask is that if her parents had been infected. No, it's going to sound nasty, but not so much worried about Junko. We've already came across her a couple of times, but it's more of a mum and dad really, see what happens. Christ, her dad really is an alcoholic. All the beverages right there. Here we go.
Shimizu さんのお宅でお間違いないでしょうか。岡本水産でございます。毎度ごひいきに預かり誠にありがとうございます。
もしもし。
Strange phone call. Right, because once you're going through, you can't go back in. Doesn't look like any other doorways through. Apart from that one there. What to do? That won't budge. That's never a good sign. There's nothing around the side there. Antique comb. What's with this room? There's propane inside but no tube. Bloodstains. Who did this? It's like a fight went on. exactly went on here? Note from Hinako. I'm still alive, but tomorrow I'll make sure you draw your final breath. I don't care if it's your special day. Oh, good lord. Did Hinako actually intend to write that? Didn't think she'd have such calibre on her. What's inside here? Hot ramen, eh? This is my rade. I think we'll have a snack on the rade. Just to be on the safe side. Christ, there's more beer bottles than a brewery itself. Okay, so that won't budge. That other area would. Well, you've got the bandages there. Nothing monstrous creeping around here. That's for... Okay. That's interesting. Heavy duty axe. Stuck. So it looks like the centre of that house is all blocked up, and you have to go through to the centre of that of the main hall, the main lounge room. And here we are for the front part. Interesting, that's all upside down. But I don't want to do anything in there just yet in case something occurs. That looks like there's a puzzle in that room. Dried carcass. I think I'm going to lose the arade. I think we're not too far off of a Horoda. That won't budge. There used to be a calendar here, I think. You think? Does something go here? So that looks like there's 3 different crests in there. The sword and the fox fought. Battling upon a set of scales, the heavens themselves shuddered at the ferocity of their struggle. Day after day the sun rose behind the fox's back and set behind the swords. Yet their fight knew no end. The scales upon which they fought, however, were no power, having been destroyed long ago. I wonder if that's a clue to this here, what place is where. So that is something to consider. Right, okay, we found a Horoda. There's one there, but apparently we've missed more around here. I'll tell you what we're going to do, me old gaming darlings. We are going to cut it off here, so that therefore that we can do a full blown episode on Hinako's house. So of course, stay around for tomorrow's episode. And tomorrow's episode? Yeah, I've got that right. Because I have been scheduling through these every 7 o'clock. So stick around for the next episode. And of course, you don't want to miss this. But anyways, if you did like this video, then of course, hit that like button. Drop a comment down below for your theories or your suggestions, feedback, whichever. Be part of this amazing community. And of course, if you are new to Review Gamer 88, hit that subscribe button so that you can be well notified on the future upcoming content. But without further ado, me old gaming darlings, take care of yourselves and each other. Ta-da!